China's electric truck boom, which has taken the country by storm and really shocked a lot of the West. They had no idea this was happening. This has decimated the demand for diesel. A boom in the electric heavy truck sector, not just semis, but more so short-haul trucking, and that is the majority of the market, has decreased global diesel demand significantly, with sales of electric trucks surging by more than 50% in China, driven by subsidies, falling battery costs, and also government mandates. This is leading to forecasts of declining oil consumption, and it's forcing refiners to pivot to petrochemicals, while also creating power grid challenges. I mean, who would have thought, right? This transition, affecting the world's second largest truck fleet, is happening faster than expected, with EVs potentially taking over half of new sales by the end of this year. As in, electric trucking is being utterly disrupted. No one's really talking about this, but within the space of 12 months, electric trucks have gone from kind of like a maybe type thing, not really happening, to just taking over the entire industry in China. We're going to say the same thing. It's going to happen everywhere. It's going to be a global revolution. And there's very key reasons to why the entire global trucking industry is about to be disrupted within a very, very short pace of time, much, much quicker than the car industry has been disrupted. Today, we're not talking about cars. We're talking about the backbone of the global economy. What brings you food? What brings everything you need? And that is heavy trucking. I've got news that fundamentally changes the financial conversation about freight electrification. I mean, we're talking big changes here that are drastically changing demand for diesel. Drastically, global demand is going down for diesel. The Chinese price war we saw in passenger cars, prices coming down so low that they're now cheaper than internal combustion in many cases. Well, it has officially landed in the world of 40-ton trucks, semi-trucks that deliver all our stuff, in cars here in Australia. The new BYD Seagull costs $15,000, about 23,000 Australian dollars. And there is also another car, which in some ways is a little bit bigger and a bit nicer than the Seagull. It's made by Geely. It's the second best-selling EV this year in China. It's called the Xingyuan, and that's coming to Australia as well, but other markets are getting these cars as well. These are becoming global cars now. They're going to Europe, they're going to various different markets around the world. The United States, because of its rules, because it hates everything from China, or at least some parts of the US government do anyway, you guys are going to be missing out, which kind of really does suck. So here are the prices of the new Geely Geome Xingyuan and the BYD Seagull, and also the Leapmotor A10, which is a very cheap, affordable electric SUV, saying that they are about to slash the price of lithium iron phosphate batteries by an astronomical amount, by the kind of amount we haven't seen in years. And I mean, this discount is enormous, because at the same time they're discounting the price by potentially up to 40%, they're also increasing the energy density by 10%. Now, keep in mind, these are the same battery cells for their energy storage products. And Tesla is the world's largest battery deployment company. I'm talking mega batteries. CATL and Tesla together, they're going to take a massive percentage of the energy storage market with these new batteries over the next 12 months. CATL have just launched a new lithium iron phosphate battery. The manufacturing cost is 40% lower than their existing lithium iron phosphate batteries, which are some of the cheapest in the industry. What does this mean? What will the price end up being for consumers? How will this affect electric cars? I'm telling you, it'll affect them in a big way, because these batteries are not only much, much cheaper, they also have higher energy density than the previous generation batteries. CATL, who are bigger than Tesla, Panasonic, LG Chem combined. Oh, guys, and if you add BYD as well, they're still bigger. They've just announced the new version 5 lithium iron phosphate battery cells, which have an energy density of around 210 watt hours per kilogram. This is awesome, amazing numbers. And this means the EV battery war is accelerating. The giant at the center of this battle, CATL, honestly, they have an unfair advantage versus their rivals. Everyone's talking about investing in Tesla, but I think they might be missing this boat. Robin Zeng, the founder and CEO of CATL, just announced 3 game-changing breakthroughs at the 2025 World Power Battery Conference. Strangely, most people didn't even notice. They are a massive upgrade to the cheapest EV chemistry, the mass production of a non-lithium future,
get a new battery for my
and a
car.
clear path to solid-state batteries. This is CATL's triple threat, and it's why they are the most important company in the EV world, being the cheaper, safer, longer-lasting,
I decided to continue
but less energy-dense battery. It was the budget option. Well, CATL just killed that narrative. Zeng announced the 5th generation LFP battery has commenced production. This isn't a small step, it's a big leap for the core of the mass market EV. Many brands, many of them including Tesla, use lithium iron phosphate batteries from CATL. And sometimes you ask yourself the question, how come the range of that EV just increased? What have they done? The battery pack is the same size. Well, one of the things companies are doing is using these newer batteries.
Unfortunately, we could have
CATL. They've just pushed the energy density of their new LFP chemistry to
within our government over the last 8 to 10, 12 years, and we
this is
sort of
probably a bigger
closed
achievement
it all
than what
down,
it
and now
sounds. For
it's
comparison,
China.
just a few
They're
years
going to be
ago,
the new foreign oil,
mainstream
except it's going to
LFP
be
was stuck at around
EVs.
160 watt hours per kilogram, which is